Meredith Canaan is a heart-centered business coach who lets her true colors shine while bursting into song. She helps her clients create community in an aligned way so they step into the role as the leader in their company. Focusing on community and collaborations, they leverage their impact and scale their income through her signature membership, Love Then Lead. She's dyslexic and ADHD and loves to help creative entrepreneurs who think just a little bit differently. The love of her family keeps her moving, and the love of coffee fuels the drive. Hello and welcome, Meredith. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me back for a second year. It's always so fun to spend time with you, to be with you, to use our voices and get our visions out in the world.
Absolutely. And that's something we can both agree on. I know one of your success measurements, because they're all unique to our special selves, is if you can get somebody to sing. So I figure we should start there. Ah, there you go. Now we have some
Woohoo!
singing.
Express yourself. Hey, 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 hey.
Yes, I did not plan that, guys. This is all in the moment. But I wanted people to know more about you because you are so good at helping people to understand how speaking about their true selves helps people find them. And I would love for you to start with a little bit about your essence theory and how that applies to us getting visible as highly sensitive people.
Awesome. So I believe, and I have absolutely no facts to back this up, that we have seven essences. And these essences are like a rainbow and a spectrum. Each essence is a color, but you know how sometimes your yellow is a little more orange as it blends into the orange, right? So we have seven categories of ways of being that are who we are naturally. And when we are creating our messaging, creating who we are in the world, these ways of being are us at our best, highest, truest, and most amazing selves. And
Yeah.
so, for example, I'm a little quirky. I have playful energy. I'm rambunctious and tenacious. Sometimes I'll be your little rebel and break the system. I'm heart centered and compassionate, maybe a little bit of entertaining and funny, and absolutely high energy Tigerish, right? So those are my energies, my seven essences to letting your true color shine. And I believe, with no evidence to back it up, that our essences may even match our chakras. That there's one about how we are intuitively, and that they follow each of our chakras and our energy. Wholehearted, of course, is that heart chakra, right? I don't have an education in this, but I know that it really is when we get the right language and the right word that says, oh, yes, this is me. When we approach showing up online, we can so be ourselves if we remember what those seven essences are. If we have them present and we're like, I'm going to have a conversation today and I'm going to bring my playful self, or this is a place where we're going to get deep and intuitive, and I'm going to bring my intuitive side, right? And so each of those things can be used in our marketing and our messaging and all these different ways that we are expressing ourselves. And as we create these amazing, powerful communities, I find that our communities have overlapping essences with us, whether it's one, two, all seven. I don't know
Yeah.
if I have anybody in my community that has all seven, but most of them have at least two or three common essences.
Yeah. Yeah, I find that too. There's certain things that I mention on a regular basis, or I don't even mention, but it's part of my personality. It's really hard to keep out if I'm being authentic. And a lot of those elements are modeled in my clients. I can see those patterns. And so it really does help because it helps me have work with the right people because I know exactly what they're going through and I know exactly how they're feeling and I know exactly what I had to do to move through some of the same traits on the shadow side that
Yes,
show up
yes.
with
And
those
it's so
essences.
true, right? It's so true because a lot of us, something happened, we are expressing ourselves. And I know a lot of the work where you and I have overlap is helping us bring that voice, bring that expression more fully at the forefront of who we are in the world. And
Mhm.
oftentimes we have those incidences that had us shut them down and put them into little tiny little box and hide them away. And
Yes.
so our work is about bringing out who we are that we hid, because that's our authentic self. And it's that authenticity that makes us so magnetic, that makes us so attractive. That is one of the most attractive qualities that somebody can have. And your 7 essences, you've been being them your whole life. From the time that you were a child, people will always say, oh, well, she's really confident or she's really outspoken, right? And I've always been outspoken and chatty and all of that stuff my whole life. But sometimes I'll get into a certain environment and that environment will shut me down, or
Yeah.
something will trigger me. And that will take that essence. Like I might be too playful and somebody's like, no, it's too serious. And I'm like, oh, and serious